Sri Gurubhyo Nama. Morning viewers. In this video we are going to see about the 2023 predictions. I wish you all a very happy 2023. Let this new year bring you all prospects and happiness. If you are new to my channel, keep this channel subscribed so that you will get my updates instantly. You are seeing the planetary position on 2023, the day 1 as well as the end of the year 2023, 31st December. 2023, numerologically it is value 7 and assigned to the planet Ketu. In 2022, during the New Year prediction, we were talking about the Venus. As 2022, Venus is ruling the complete year, and this year it will be Ketu which is going to rule the complete year. Because at the beginning of the year, that is 1st January 2023, you have Ashwini star, the star of Ketu. Same way in the end of the year, 31st of December, you have Maha star, star of Ketu, and Ketu is very strong at Virgo. You have Rahu moved away from Aries to Pisces. So in this year, you will be seeing 3 major transits. One is Saturn Transit, another is Jupiter as well as Rahu Ketu transits. So all the important planetary movements going to take place on 2023. Ketu is something like which is more of spirituality. So those who are very strong in spiritual way of living, they find this year more interesting and very fruitful and happy for them. But those who do not believe on spirituality and who are against spiritualism may face certain problems also. But when Ketu is associating with the house of Mercury, and Mercury implies the financial institutions, bank and other investments and investing sectors, most of the countries may face certain financial crunch during this year. Ketu is a planet which is not of luxury, it is more of spiritualism. So this year there may be some shortfall in revenue, there may be some overall global problems, there may be dip in the revenue across major companies as well as countries may face certain economic crisis also. Fortunately, it is not a prolonging issue, but a span of around 6 to 8 months things will change. But one need not have to worry, as if a person's personal horoscope is very strong, having very strong Mahadasa and Antardasa, the planetary position may not have much influence because hardly it will take 50 to 20% on a person. So the remaining 80% comes from the personal horoscope, the current Mahadasa and Antardasa. At the same time, if a person's individual chart is not so strong, and even if the current Mahadasa and Antardasa is not supportive, he may find certain issues also. There may be loss of job, there may be some financial crisis, there may be some theft in the property, so some of the bad events may take place in this year. So it is better to save as much as possible. Spending huge money, spending on unwanted things, spending lavishly, one need to be restricted in all these areas. So this particular year, better to save and spend wherever it is really required. Now if you see the planetary position on day 1, that is on January 1st, 2023, it is Ashwini star, the star of Ketu. Moon is associated in the house of Aries and makes Rahu positive. At the second house you have Mars there, 7th house Libra you are having Ketu there, 9th house Sagittarius there is a conjunction of planets, Sun and Mercury together, and in 10th house Venus makes Saturn positive and Saturn being the ruler, and at the 12th house you have Jupiter. If you see at the end of the year on 31st of December it is Maha star, the star of Ketu again. Now Moon is at Leo. You are having Jupiter at Aries and Rahu at the Pisces. Ketu moves from Libra to Virgo. At Scorpio, you are having Mercury associated with Venus, and in Sagittarius, you are having Sun and Mars together. And at Aquarius, you are having Saturn ruler there. It takes the Mool Trikona power. And at the 12th house, you are having Rahu. In this particular year, 2023, you have 3 major transits, which has a very big influence on a person's horoscope. That is the beginning of January itself you are having the Saturn transit, then you have the Rahu Ketu as well as the Jupiter transit also. We'll be seeing a separate video for each and every zodiac, right from Aries to Pisces. Aries, the first zodiac sign, as per the Kala Purusha Tattva. For Aries, the year 2023 favorable and very fruitful for them, as Saturn will be there in the 11th house and takes the Moola Trikona Sthan there. As it is associated with the 11th house, we can get lot of profits. Those who are working in a company can expect good change in their workplace. They can expect a good increment, incentives like that. I have already given a detailed prediction about the Saturn Transit for each and every zodiac sign. I am also giving the link in the description box. You can select the link and see it in detail about the Saturn Transit. So Saturn is very much positive for Aries. Now when we talk about Jupiter, so far Jupiter is in the 12th house, is going to move away to the Aries and makes the ascendant very much positive. So if Jupiter is there at the ascendant, it takes a good power there. We also call it as a Digbal, as Jupiter is associated with the Aries. Also Rahu moves from the Aries to the 12th house Pisces. So whenever Rahu is associated with the 12th house, there is a good opportunity for foreign travel. Those who are aspiring to go to any foreign country, so this 2023 is a right chance for them to apply and go to a dream country, and either for work or for studies, depend upon the age, they can move to different places. So 2023 seems to be really favorable, or all the planets for Aries looks very good in 2023. When Jupiter is associating with the Aries directly, it will aspect the 5th house, 7th house and the 9th houses. It will aspect his own house, 9th house Sagittarius. People who are not married so far, at the end of the year, they can expect a good married life. Those who are separated for long, who are having problems with the partners, because Rahu is already associated with the zodiac Aries, and at say 7th house there is Ketu. There could have been some misunderstanding problem between the life partners as well as the friends and the business partners also. But in 2023, when Rahu moves away from Aries to Pisces, the disputes will come to an end and there will be some unity. So you can expect the people who are separated, they can join together, they become united in this particular year. Those who are waiting for a marriage life for long, they will get married. Even for widows and those who are divorcees, you can expect a good remarriage in this year. When we talk about children education, so 2023 seems to be really favorable for the children in this particular zodiac, because 4th house seems to be really positive as Saturn moves away on the January itself, and 4th house seems to be really good for them. So the education seems to be really good, and also Saturn associated with the 11th house. Those who are doing post graduations, they may seek some good universities and colleges and study well, and they can prosper well in next 1.5 years. 4th house also indicates the health of the mother, the assets going to purchase. So this year for Aries, there will be a good improvement in the health of the mother, and there will be good relationship with the mother side family. Those who are aspiring to buy a property like buying a flat or land on the name, this year they can do a purchase. Some of them may invest in the share market and find a suitable profits also. So 4th house seems to be really good as Jupiter is aspecting in the initial few months. Even if Jupiter moves away from Pisces to Aries, 4th house seems to be really good as no other negative planets like Rahu or Saturn aspecting the 4th house. So it looks good. When we talk about business seems to be really good for them because the 6th and 8th houses are really good. The 6th house seems to be really strong also for Aries. Rahu is very strong at the 12th house and Ketu is very strong at the 6th house. When we talk about Ketu at the 6th house, the business could be like those who are dealing with the spiritual articles, spiritual books, those who are in the traditional medicines, selling the Ayurvedic medicines, Siddha medicines like that. They may find some good increase in their business volume. Some of them may get interested in these areas and they try to start their own practices in all these areas. Some of the astrologers or some of the Vastu Shastra people, numerologists can also find a good share in this 2023. So the year 2023 seems to be good for business. Those who are exporting to different countries, they can find a good change in the business. They can even start their business in different locations. They can even move their business to foreign countries also, especially those who are doing in the catering field or hotel management, restaurant. There will be a good change in the business, so they can improve their business in a large volume. So when we talk about business, it's very good. When we talk about job opportunities, So far Saturn might have given a very good job opportunities for long, almost 2.5 years. So this is time for them to earn a better salary depending upon their capabilities. This particular year, some of them may get promoted and get elevated to the senior position, start guiding newcomers. So there will be a lot of reporters to them. Those who are unemployed for long, this year they can get good job opportunities also. The year seems to be really favorable for unemployed youths. Some of them can apply to foreign countries and settle down there in good countries. When we talk about health, so far Rahu is associated with the zodiac Aries directly. Now in the upcoming Rahu Ketu Transit, Rahu, when it moves away from Aries, whatever the health issues so far being faced, they will get rid of it. Even Jupiter is going to get transit and getting associated to Aries seems to be really positive for them. Those who are suffering for long with diseases or other health issues, 2023 seems to be really favorable for them. They may get a good change. They find a suitable solutions for all their problems. They may get self-confidence, face any type of challenges boldly. So year 2023 is given good for their health also. When we talk about the purchases of assets, vehicles and all, we already said that 4th house seems to be really good. Those who are willing to buy any flats or their land of their own, some of them can buy vehicles of their own. So 4th house is really good. Some of them may invest in share market or other financial institutions and try to gain good income out of it. When Jupiter associates with the Aries directly, it is going to aspect the 7th and the 9th houses and 5th house also. Those who are not having kids, those who are expecting for a childbirth for very long, this year seems to be positive for them. Same way, the unmarried couples as well as the 9th house also indicates the health of the father and the father side family. So there will be a good relationship between the father and the son. There is a good understanding with the father side family also. Some of them may be very lucky during this year. Some may win out of the prizes, some lotteries, get a prize in the gamble. So looks good, really good for them. As 9th house is positive. Some may show interest in the religious path, show interest in the preachings of their religions. They start studying the books, the religious books. They show interest and they start follow the paths of their ancestors. They believe in the religion. So lot of belief is in the year 2023. So when you consider all the planetary positions, the 2023 seems to be really good for Aries. If you look at this chart for the year 2023 for Aries, the position of Aries seems to be partially affected as Saturn aspects Aries. Also Jupiter is associated with Aries, so it is partially affected. Same way, the 5th house, Leo is also partially affected as Saturn aspecting the 5th house and Jupiter is also aspecting the 5th house. 6th house and Ketu is there, it is good because whenever in 6th house, if there are no positive planets associated or negative planets there won't be much health problem. So it looks very good as the 6th house Ketu is there. To an extent it seems to be really good. Jupiter aspecting the 7th and 9th house is really good for them and the 11th house of Saturn, 12th house of Rahu. These all 4 houses seems to be the best place in this 2023. The rest of the houses like the 2nd, 3rd, 4th and the 10th houses, these houses seems to be average. But except the 8th house, because 8th house is affected. In 2023 when Jupiter moves away from Pisces to Aries, 8th house seems to be strongly affected by Saturn because Saturn aspects the 8th house, Scorpio. And there are no positive planets associated initially. Whenever Venus or the rising moon is associated with the Scorpio, that time seems to be good. But rest of the time, it looks negative only. But for Aries, it's not much difficulty because 8th house, to an extent, it is positive because it will not show its negativity much. There may be some stress or tension, we can say, during this year. Those who are in business, they keep on working and they have a lot of mental stress. Some of them may lend money to others and be very much tensed getting back the money. So these are some of the issues they may face. So considering all the planetary positions for the year 2023 for Aries, we can expect up to 90% positivity.